What's up, you guys? Welcome to Countdown to Force Friday, day number 6. And today I'm going to be taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series bootleg Boba Fett figure. This figure is from China, it is a bootleg, and I've had this figure roughly about a year. And at first, I didn't know he was a bootleg because, I saw him on eBay for like 16 bucks, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, a cheap Boba Fett. I need to buy it. And it was buy it now, free shipping. So I was like, why not? Then, whenever I got it, I noticed that, I don't think his little cape right here actually looks like that. I don't have the original release because I don't feel like paying like 60 bucks for it. A figure that's not, I don't know. To me, these figures are $20 figures. Worth, it's not worth paying like $200 just to get a figure. But the cape was the first thing that I noticed. Second, on the bottom of his feet, it doesn't have Hasbro anywhere. It just has right there on his foot. There it is. It says "Made in China" on the bottom of his foot. So that was something else. Then I started doing research, and I found out that this is a bootleg. Another call sign is right there on the dent. It's usually on the Hasbro one, it's painted in, but on this one it's not. But honestly, I can't really complain that much. This figure is a good figure for a bootleg. I couldn't even tell it was a bootleg until I did research. It's just so, it has all the articulation. It has the look. It has the sculpt. It's just a really good figure. And it looks great, and it works well in my Star Wars display. But I'm just going to go over his accessories real quick, which all he really comes with is the jetpack. He comes with his signature gun right there, and he comes with a pistol. And his weapons, same thing as for a bootleg figure. His weapons are really well detailed. That looks pretty good. It's bland, but the paint apps are good, especially on this. Like, they even got some weathering effect on the barrel and everything. Like, this looks good. Having this figure, like, I'm almost tempted to buy the bootleg Darth Maul, but I'm still not sure. I'm thinking heavily on starting to buy SH Figure Arts and getting SH Figure Art Darth Maul, because that figure looks better than the Hasbro one. But here he is, and just going to go over articulation real quick, and then we'll get into some size comparisons and all the other good stuff. But for his head, he looks down about that far. He doesn't look up really any. That's about as far up as you're going to get. His head does turn 360, and all his joints are tight, so they're not loose. This is not a cheap figure. This is actually a good quality figure. His arms go up about that far. They rotate around. They don't have any bicep swivels or anything like that. Has a single jointed elbow. His wrist bend about that far, and they do rotate. He has waist articulation. His legs don't really kick out much because of these little pouches right here. These pouches really limit the articulation in the legs, so you can't get him in any kneeling poses. Same thing in the back. That's about as far back as you're going to get his leg kicked out because of his little butt pad right there. And then he has a thigh swivel right there. He has a double jointed knee, which looks good. His ankles don't swivel. It goes down about that much. You can get him, that's about standard. And he does have ankle pivot, so that is very good. This figure, all in all, is just very good for a bootleg. I'm very impressed, and I might end up getting more bootlegs in the future, but I don't know. Like, I mean, all the paint details are really good. I mean, that Mandalorian symbol on his shoulder right there, it is a little off center. I don't know if you can really see it. It is a little off center, but it still looks good. It has good paint apps on it. I'm trying to get it focused. There it is. It looks good though. I mean, all the battle damage looks pretty good. Like, this is just a overall well done figure, and I feel like I don't I don't I don't know. I don't know how they made this figure. I don't know if they got some of the Hasbro ones and then, like, I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works, but this is a good figure. If you don't have a Boba Fett in the Black Series or 6-inch scale, I would highly recommend getting this bootleg. This bootleg is very good. I mean, he even on his wrist right there. Look at that. Look at that paint work up there. That is good. That is really cool. And all his buttons are individually painted right there. Try and get that focused in a little bit more. Come on. There it is. They're all individually painted. I mean, it's just, I can go on all day about this figure. This figure just looks good. And I really do like it. For 16 bucks, this is a high quality figure, and it's better than paying like scalper prices on eBay, like, or second market. I mean, he's been out of stock for like 3 years, but I don't know. For a size comparison, I'm gonna grab the Black Series Greedo. Let's see here. You can see that Boba is just a little bit taller than Greedo, mainly because of that antenna. But, and let's see, let's get another size comparison. Here he is next to Jabba the Hutt, and I think that this figure really does scale well with all the Black Series. I mean, clearly this is the Hasbro mold, I think. It's just that they just repainted it and they didn't put all the paint apps on there. Like, the one noticeable one that I can only see is right there on the dent. It's not painted in, but other than that, like, this, I don't know, it's a really good figure. But I think that's going to do it for this review, actually, and I'm still waiting on a few packages to come in Black Series wise. I did pre-order the Death Trooper and the K2SO from Rogue One, so those should be in within the next week and a half. So I'm excited to get those in, and I also have another Black Series package coming in the mail. I'm just waiting on it to get shipped. And another thing is, I'm also supposed to be getting in my DC Legion of Collectors box in soon too, so be expecting that. But until next time, I'll see you guys later.